We are living in a golden age of sparkling wine right now. Now, you would normally think about champagne in the grower champagne movement, or maybe you've seen Franciacorta, Trento Doc, or also English sparkling wine. The New World is also doing so much fantastic stuff too. And right here is an amazing producer that you absolutely need on your radar. We're talking about Corollary from Oregon's Willamette Valley. Now, Corollary started up by a couple in their late 30s, early 40s, really inspired by champagne, and then wanted to take the things they loved about champagne and bring it to Oregon. And when you think about it, it makes sense, right? Oregon, so well known for its Pinot Noir, also emerging area for great Chardonnay. So why aren't we having that much sparkling wine? Now, to be fair, Oregon does do sparkling wine, but it's always been a bit of a side project or an afterthought. Instead, Corollary is making solely sparkling wine and doing a fantastic job bringing that energy and crispness that you love from Oregon wines. Now, we're going to kick off with the 2021 Cuvée wine. This is their entry level wine, if you will. It's normally retailing about 40 bucks. You can easily find it on their site. They might be on to the next vintage now. And this is a blend of their vineyards, really meant to be easy drinking up front. I got it right here, and I cannot wait to get into it for you. There's this wonderful interplay between uh, the autolytics, so that biscuity brioche, and this sort of a fresh citrus fruit. Meyer lemons, kumquat, and you get like these nice Bosc pears, a little lemon meringue, baking vanilla, baking spice. Red apples is so beautifully balanced and friendly, and I cannot wait to taste this. That's a fun way to start off. Really deft and refined on the palate. Lovely texture that just caresses and brings just about a sense of being. I love the crispness of the acidity. It's really refreshing. It does lack a little depth, but hey, it's a $40 sparkler. What can you do? But it is delicious, and it's something you're going to want to look out for. Now, wine number two is where things start to get a little fun, right? They like to focus on single vineyards, and while they do use a lot of Pinot Noir and Chardonnay, they're using the Pinot Blanc. We were talking about the 2020 Winter's Hill. It's very high toned. It goes into the white fruits, these like sort of spring like flowers and peaches, lots of white peaches, pears, lemon peel, like a little ginger, that acacia flower, a bit of baking spice. Everything is like just sort of like lifted in leaning into the higher end of the register. Really pretty, really fresh, and I cannot wait to taste this. And that's really lively, balanced. It's got a lot of zip to it that I really like. It brings that sort of white fruit and that sweet white peach. Really fresh, really fun, nice vertical, mouth-watering acidity that works so beautifully. If you want to try something different, I think that's a great way to check out more sparkling wine because we're so used to Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. But hey, we got Pinot Blanc too, and it's totally worth trying. Now, for wine number three, we're moving into they're more classic wines. We are talking about the 2020 Namaste Blanc de Blanc. Now, Namaste is its own vineyard. I will be sure to give the details right here. And this is just a fun one to get into. We have two different interpretations of Blanc de Blanc from two different vineyards. And if you're not familiar, Blanc de Blanc means white of whites. This is going to be 100% Chardonnay. And I cannot wait to get right into this. It's a little coiled up. I only open these, I think, about 15 or 20 minutes just to let them warm up a little because I like my champagne like a touch warmer than people normally drink it. But it's still real. It's a little tight, but pristine. There's this like ocean spray salinity that's going on. I'm really digging it, and there is a bit of auto licks, but it's like more in the biscuit, in the not brioche, but like a little doughy baking spice, like a little vanilla, a lot of almonds, a lot of white fruits. Really lovely. This really is something I would call pristine. It's really fresh, and I cannot wait to get right into this. So what's really cool with that is what happens on the palate. On the nose, it's a lot more pristine and refined, kind of like you're standing out on the Oregon coast and you get that like sea breeze coming in. But on the palate, more of the auto literature showing that texture. There's not like creaminess, but like a round quality to it. That vanilla, the biscuity, the doughy parts with a bit of birthday cake really playing well, along with those fresh fruits. Wonderful acidity, delicious finish. That is a serious, serious winner. And I cannot wait to get into wine number four. We are talking about the 2020 Ex Omni Blanc de Blanc. Ex Omni is one of these major vineyards in the Eola Amity Hills. It's one that a lot of producers search out for, that and Ex Novo. It's been made famous by a few other producers, and Corollary is now making sparkling wines from it instead of still wines. It's a Chardonnay vineyard, and it's grown so much in stature over the last few years. I got this in my glass just to taste for you guys. That's serious. I like the doughy, uh, biscuity autolytic qualities with those apples, almonds. pears. They're like a laser beam of just intensity, but fresh. White florals, the sort of lilac and acacia flower, bit of jasmine, touch of peach, all wrapped up in a doughy hug. I can't wait to taste it for you guys. So something I really can't recommend highly enough is getting these two bottles and having them side by side. Oregon's a very young area, so they're still working their way out on really defining the differences in the vineyards. But when you have these things next to each other, it shines through so well. The Namaste, really pristine, really fresh, really linear. The Ex Omni, it has that linear quality, but with a little like broad shoulderedness to it. It's a little more serious, a little more contemplative. It's the big brother, if you will, to the Namaste being the younger brother. Both delicious wines, but holy cow, you gotta search that one out. That is an absolute winner. So wine number 5 is the Cuvée 1 Rosé. We had the Blanc to start. We're now having the Rosé. This is a little bit of assemblage, and the reason I decided to go with the Rosés at the end was just these are probably going to bring a little more heft to them with the Pinot Noir, knowing that the first 4 wines are going to be a bit more linear. I have that in my glass right now, and I can't wait to taste it for you. There's this really nice sort of lemon zest, Meyer lemon. There's this nice little red berry, red fruit. The red fruits are not overpowering, but they're there. They're balanced. They're fresh. They're vibrant. That bit of pear, biscuity brioche in just lemon. Again, a lot of lemon going on here, but with a berry undercurrent. Like it's really cool, really just fun to smell, and I cannot wait to taste this. That's super fun. That's really cool. I like how different it is from the Blanc Cuvée one. It brings that just bit of like rose, the berry flavor. Again, you would expect that, right? Rosé. But there's also a nice rounded feel on the palate, refreshing and balanced. Really, really lovely. And yet another one that's perfect to search out. And so we're ending with the 2021 Momtazi Carbonic Rosé. I decided to end with this one because I kind of don't know where it's going to go. I think I've had this once before. This is really, though, new to me, and it's in a style that's very different than I'm used to, and you're probably used to. Again, carbonic maceration. I'm going to detail what that does right down here, but it's a different way of making wine, one that I'm very not used to with sparkling wine. But I'm going to give this a try. I'm going to let you guys know whether I like it or not. Yeah, that's carbonic. So one of the things you get when you have carbonic wines is like if you're familiar with Beaujolais, right? That sort of juicy, fruity, estery flavor, and that's going on here. But there's this nice bit of rose petal, red berry, strawberry, like strawberry creams, and like a bit of earthy minerality too. Like there's like a nice little zestiness, like, and like a slight bit of stemminess that comes from that carbonic maceration. And really, it's just fun. Like there's a lot of different flavors going on with this that I'm not used to with sparkling wine, but I'm down with it. I'm really cool with it because it's working for me really well. I'm going to taste this for you. You know, it's funny. Sometimes when I taste wines like this, I have to ask myself, am I like some old fuddy duddy? Um, but I think this is a wine that's going to work perfectly with a younger crowd. And here's why. It brings that juiciness. It brings those flavors that if you are into natural wine and that's the way you go, this is going to be something very familiar. For me, it's different. I like to think I have a more classic palate, but a very wide palate. I still like it. It's really well made. I just don't know how I feel about it for myself. That juiciness, it's just different. It's just different. I'm trying to make sense of it. What can you do? Uh, but it is well made, which that might not make sense. But like, look, everything that they were trying to do, I'm tasting. And it's pulled off. I just don't know if it's entirely for me, and that's totally fine. And that is also how we are ending this video. But seriously, go out and search for Corollary. They are fantastic people. These are wonderful wines. And if you really haven't checked out Oregon, go check out their Pinots. Go check out their Chardonnays. And I really hope you guys like this video. Corollary, fantastic producer. If you haven't searched out Oregon wines, and if you're into sparkling wine, these guys are awesome. They are the first producer in Oregon to solely focus on sparkling wine. Not that they make sparkling wine, to focus solely on sparkling wine. And look, if you like this, be sure to hit that like button. Absolutely be sure to hit that subscribe button. And I cannot wait to see you guys on the next one. Cheers.